Alright, now here's our temperature sweet corn. And I'll zoom in on these because you can hardly see them. We planted squash and zucchini in between the rows of the corn. I'm just about to zoom in down there and see some more of it. Well, you can't see those too good. But there's squash and zucchini planted down there in the middle of the row, right there. Between all the rows of the corn. And we got 7 rows of temperature sweet corn. This here sunflower, y'all. Check this thing out. This is a volunteer sunflower from the chicken feed that I feed the chickens. Now, y'all look how big this thing is, y'all. Now, here's my hand. Here's my hand for perspective. Now I'm about 5'11", almost 6 foot, 220 pounds. Y'all, I got a pretty big hand. That's a big sunflower leaf, y'all. Let's see, I'll zoom in on the stalk over here. This stalk on this sunflower, this volunteer sunflower, is bigger than the corn I'm growing. But again, it's pretty nice. I'm glad we didn't chop it down. All right, now over here we got our watermelons, and I went through and I thinned them out, but I might need to even go in there and thin them out some more. I don't know. They might be all right. But that's a watermelon. They're Jubilees and Crimson Sweets. And then we have another row of watermelons over here. But between the 2 rows of watermelons, I've got 2 rows of sunflowers I planted. Right there. So 2 rows of sunflowers. And then we got the watermelons again. And then I got 2 more rows of sunflowers. And then starting over here, I got okra. Let me zoom in on it so you can see it. I planted it way too close. I'll probably have to go through and thin it out, like I did the watermelons before. The okra seed comes up real good in our soil. Alright. Here's our tomato plants that I transplanted, I think 2 weeks ago now. I was planning on running the first piece of string, cotton string, tomorrow, if I have enough time and everything works out. Because I'm going to do, if you remember, I'm going to do the Florida weave. See, look at here. That rain already knocking over that plant. See what I'm saying? See how I knocked it over? Oh, and look there. Let me zoom in there so you can